Hello, everyone. I'm going to talk about looking beyond the holidays in this catalog. This is your last chance items that are good through January 4th that you can buy some items. And I want to show you that just because this was the holidays doesn't mean that it can't go all the way to summer, some of these easily. So let's go ahead and take a peek. Renee here, independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up. And I am going to make you a card that's going to go beyond the holidays. All right. So using the materials from the mini catalog and from the two last paper pumpkins, the October, November, because those were the Christmas paper pumpkins. All right, so we're going to be going live in just a moment. So hello, and it's been a great holiday, but now it's over. And it's time for New Year's, and it's also time to write thank you notes or birthday cards or anniversaries. Our anniversary comes up in January. I have at least 4 to 5 birthdays in December and January. So what to do with this mini catalog and how to go beyond the holidays, all right? And I'm going to try to quickly go through that for you. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to build you a card that it's going to be a happy birthday card using the items that I've discussed, or some of them. All right. Well, first of all, let's say that you went and you did buy items from this mini catalog. For example, I went ahead and bought this Charming Landscapes. Well, the Charming Landscapes, this right here can go well beyond the winter. This lovely, beyond Christmas and the holidays, I will say. This is a winter mountain scene and therefore can easily be used for many cards to come anytime you're dealing with the winter time and snow. So I think that's great. This is definitely still usable. Don't forget about this. The other one that I have that is good for all winter is the Wintry 3D embossing folder with the snowflakes and the fern. That too is a great mini catalog item that can be used throughout the years, throughout the winter. So don't forget. This hybrid embossing folder with the merriest moments. You still have leaves in here and branches, and you still have the poinsettias that can be used through the winter. There's also this lovely die cut that's part of the Merriest Frames dies, and I believe this die will work very, very well. All right, so this is a hybrid embossing folder. So this is quite the set, and this cuts out whatever you have embossed on that sheet, which is just a wintry card, anniversary card, birthday card, congratulations for graduation card, all kinds of really, really cool things. So also the stamp sets, and I'm going to show you the stamp sets that I went ahead and got, and I'm going to just briefly mention how I'm going to use this. This is a house with a smokestack. I can definitely use this throughout the year without any problem. Doors, and these do have the die cut that go with them. All right. I've been using these a lot, as you can tell. But these have the die cuts. You might not use the Christmas sentiments, but you can use the other items. I do intend to use, for example, the house, and I do intend to cut out the house. Here are the dies. These have definitely been loved and used. Here's a heart for Valentine's or for any other time. Okay, these are lollipops that can be anytime a lollipop, or maybe even look like a little round bush. But this, I'm going to do a birdhouse. I'm going to build a birdhouse with this. You can definitely do birdhouses with this, which will be quite fun. So don't forget about the sweet gingerbread bundle. Of course, there is this Christmas Scotty bundle with punch. And the Scotty you can use at any time, along with the grid and the ribbon and the bow ties. The only thing that you wouldn't use through the winter would be the snowflakes, Merry Christmas. But the woof and you are always loved can be all year round. So this can be an all year round set. Don't let this go. The Yeti, of course, it's Yeti to Party. This is a birthday set. It's a wintertime set. Definitely throughout the winter, this is great. It has some presents. It has a die cut that cuts out all of these. If you look at my Yeti video, you'll see all the different dies that come out of this. All right, go to my videos on YouTube, Renee Paper Crafts YouTube, and you will find all the dies and you'll find everything about the Yeti set. Excuse me. Also, the Splendid Thoughts is a wonderful set that goes well beyond the winter time. And of course, here I've been using these things quite a bit, which is good news. But for the springtime, for the summertime, this is definitely doable. This goes way beyond the holidays for sure. And here are all those beautiful dies from this set. So know that Splendid Thoughts and its paper, that entire suite can definitely be used throughout the season and through the summer. This carries on. This isn't going to go anywhere. Also, if you did not, I did not get the original set that had the bottles, but I do have the bottles and the punch now. And I did get the Vintage Christmas and I got the punch. It was a gift to me, but this is wonderful. You have these flowers and these branches, and this definitely goes beyond the holiday, and so do these bottles. So this is a great set and punch to have. We love our punches, especially our bottle punches, to make sprigs and things come out of it. The Kindest Gnomes is just, the dies are staying, but this set is going. I love this set. I love the mushroom. The die cuts out this huge mushroom. It really is great. And this is definitely throughout the year set. So you might look at this under last chance. Now, these are all under last chance items, so they're going to go away. The tag set with dies is an absolute. It definitely, Valentine's, birthdays, any celebration, winter time, XOXO, happy birthday to and from, let's celebrate you, made with love. This is a set for all year round. So if you haven't gotten this tag and die set, it definitely is worth the effort. It makes beautiful tags. It makes beautiful little candles. Look at the little candles that are made from that. They have candles, they have tags, they have hearts, snowflakes, circles, balloons. This is a wonderful set and bundle, and I would definitely consider this bundle if I were you. And I was looking for a great set to build tags with. You've seen me using this throughout the year for sure. So I was focused on the mini catalog, and that's really what I was trying to do. And if you do have the tree lot dies, Okay, don't forget the camper can be used all year long. And in the pines, you can go into the pines all year long if you're going into the mountains. And lights and the poles, this is not just for Christmas, but all year long. The little dog and that stamp set that goes with that, that's still available. That trees for sale with the dog and the stamps for this. You still can use this all year long very easily. So if you would like to do that, I suggest you get this in that catalog, in that clearance last chance set of items. Here are the Yeti dies, and these are the gnome dies. You've seen this, and that goes with that gnome set, but these will be staying, so that's fine. And the Yeti dies that go, they are fabulous. As I showed you the Yeti stamp set, these are just fabulous. They came out later. Here's a little window, or could be a door that you could make this into. This is going to be a piece that's going to come in handy. Of course, the Yeti will come in handy. Little presents are always there. All kinds of things in this set. Again, I have used this material a lot, so it's kind of very loved and very used, not as organized since it's been the winter time and I've been crafting like crazy. The last but not least is the candy cane. Now, the candy cane dies can be used. Definitely. These two leaves definitely can be used throughout. All right. And cutting those out and using that candy cane stamp set with those, you definitely can use that stamp. All right. And this is going to be great because this allows you to make a swivel gnome. I'll call him a swivel gnome for those candy cane dies. Oh, also this side for the future to make striped a striped background. That's all year round. You can make stripes all year round in any color you want, and that's what that die is for. So that die set is well worth it. Now, what I want to show you is that. So what happened here is I die cut out that piece. All right, I just want to show you. And then I cut this, all right? And I made sure that this was a total length when I cut it to 1.5. So I used that die and cut it at the 1.5. Then I rounded these edges so I wouldn't see it beyond the beard of the gnome. You've seen me do my gnomes, all right? And so what I would do now is I would go ahead and I would glue his little feet. Just going to show you this because that candy cane, if you think that that candy cane, oh, I glued the wrong side, but that's okay. I can glue the other side as well. I'm supposed to glue this side. Just take this down. I glued the wrong thing. Glue that to the back. Okay, so that's what I wanted to do. I want to glue that to that. All right. And then with that hole, I put a dimensional there. And now this guy will swivel. His legs swivel. All right. And so you can put on his little hat. I just wanted to show you that. And put the glue here and here, and then here. So that now, let's see here. And you'll have that. And now the legs will swivel, but I have to get that glued correctly. So since I glued the wrong side, that was not the smartest thing to do. But his legs, oh, I'm having trouble. Here we go. I can do this. His legs will swivel back and forth. So there you go. There's his little legs swiveling back and forth. See? So you can do that that way. So I wanted to show you that with that die so that you know you can do anything to make anything swivel really using that die and cutting it and then cutting it so that it works for you. And we can cut the edges a little bit. I would cut probably this edge off just a little bit, but basically that's what you got. And so these guys, these legs move back and forth. So I hope you see that. So that's really cute. I've seen that around and I wanted to show you that. And that's why that particular die with those two holes is great. Okay, so next, what I want to do is I want to show you a few of the designer papers, okay, that you might have. So with the Candy Cane Suite came this Sweetest Christmas paper. And you will see here, this is red, this is garden green, this is red. You can use these papers beyond Christmas. All right, this is definitely red for Valentine's and green for spring. So don't think just because you bought this paper that you can't use it anymore. The ribbon, if you bought the ribbon, the real red and garden green ribbon, you can still use that green ribbon for the spring and the red for Valentine's. So don't think that you will not use these materials. And so here we go. I'm going to go through the catalog to show you. This paper is if you bought this designer paper, which was the Santa Express designer paper, you can use a few of these, the polka dot definitely, and the red one right here, and the green one right here for the winter, and for Valentine's and for birthday. And don't forget those cards and more. If you got those, this will go definitely beyond Christmas. These definitely go beyond Christmas. Take a peek at those. What I'm trying to do here is remind you that this was not just, this doesn't have to be put away. You can go ahead and use this material for the future. And there's those merriest moments. I would definitely look at that set and that bundle. All right, the next one is Boughs of Holly. Boughs of Holly is gorgeous, and it has beautiful red and green paper. And here is some, that looks like that's a brown. That's definitely in the brown area. And that looks like a crumb cake kind of brown, and that green and that red. And so every side of this paper, you can use the other side, okay? And even right here, this side would work for the future. The pine trees works for all year long if you're sending someone a card that is more woodsy and nature oriented. All of these still work. Don't think you have to put them away. All right. So, and this whole set works for the future here. This whole set works. You've got Valentine's, you've got greenery with red, you know, they still work. The pine cones, all of this would really still work, especially for wintertime right now. And then going into Valentine's in the red, and then there's the greens, just all greens for the springtime. So no need to say that you have to put that paper away. The gnomes paper is great. I'm going to be using the gnomes paper. You can cut out different pieces from the gnomes paper. There are little people and rabbits and foxes and all kinds of things that you can cut out from the gnome paper, which is not Christmassy at all. It's animals and gnomes, and you can put a background setting any way you would like. And so they have the mushrooms here, and they have snowflakes for still the winter. There's definitely some winter stuff. If you want some winter scenes, they're still here that are not particularly Christmassy. There are some, but then the other side has all the animals. So it really, you can definitely use this material. Of course, if you have the snowman, of course, we can still use the snowman all winter long. Of course, if you have just in case you have this, if you have perched in a tree, that is all year long. This paper on the rustic harvest, black and white all year long, green, spring, there's still pumpkin, still spring, yellow, spring. Definitely, you can use this paper. Don't think you bought it and now you can't use it. Here is our black and white paper. That also, it's the black and white designs. Absolutely, you can use this. The gingham is for all year. The gingham is huge, and you have greens and pinks and mint macaron and blushing bride. Definitely black, basic black with some gray and white, and so really all year long. So if you have that, no worries. And there's the bottle that I got. Of course, this paper, which is a splendid day, 12 by 12, all year long. Here is that set of mine. And I think we're just about there. The other two items that I want to talk about that I got that you can definitely use all year long, of course, is your ribbon. And in the catalog, there is this ribbon here that is your bunt shimmer, what's called iridescent trim. This is great for any party, any celebration. It's just some great ribbon that I think will be a lot of fun with the Yeti. And so that's really nice. And of course, here we have this lovely seam binding ribbon, which was, I believe, seafoam, and that of course can go throughout the year. So just because you bought it in that holiday catalog, what I consider the holiday catalog, does not mean that you can't use it all year long. Here we go. I'm going to go right into this card and what I'm going to use. I'm going to use, and we'll get all the pieces here in just a minute. I am going to use, I hope I can find that. Yes, I can. Very good, very good, very good. Okay, so I am going to use a 4.25 by 5.25 piece of white cardstock, just simple. And then I'm going to use a 3 by 11 scored at 5.5. All right. 3 by 11 scored at 5.5 in a different color. Okay, and the color I used was mint macaron. And then I'm simply going to glue this onto my piece. This is like mystery stamping a little bit, since you don't have, well, I did post the card what it was going to be like. And we can go ahead and do that and put that on there. And what I should have put on first is my trim, but that's okay because I knew that my trim would work quite well, so I was all right. But this is 5 and this on the sides. I'm going to put some trim on here, and this trim comes from this great paper that was from the mini catalog, specialty paper, and this is called the Snowflake Specialty Vellum. This will carry you, you can see it has these dots, it'll carry you through the winter and other party times because of the dots. It is also, they have also a flocked. They have 2 sheets of non-flocked, the iridescent, and then they have 2 sheets of each flocked. Beautiful, beautiful. Definitely Christmas time, not, doesn't have to be Christmas time. All right, so that paper I am using as well. And what I'm going to do, I'm pretty lucky with the, when it's like this, you can use your stamp and seal to put this on. And all I'm going to do is just pretty much butt it up right to that edge. Oopa. And put these, now I was going to put this on first, which would have made sense because then I would have just centered the piece, but I did, this is 5/8. These strips are 5/8 by 5.5, so they're the total length. So that stamp and seal is good with this type of vellum. It won't show through. And again, here, I'm just going to put it right at the edge. Just put it along there, making sure I get it right at that edge. There you go. Then I took some of that great paper, okay, from the gnomes paper. And here you go. This is going to be, again, a birthday card. This is a winter birthday card. This one is going to be for my nephew, whose birthday is in January. So I'm going to center this. This is pretty much a 5.5 by 2 3/4. That's what this is. A 5.5 by 2 3/4. There you go. A 5.5 by 2. Isn't that lovely? Look at that. Isn't that great? Making a birthday card. Okay, then I took a piece from a paper pumpkin, and this is a 1 3/4, or actually it's 1 7/8, really 1 7/8 by it's about 4.5 long. And so you can make your own little banner if you like. All right. And you can go ahead, and I was going to put that down. And so that gets glued down there. Put my banner right here. And then what I'm going to do is I used my, showing you all the different things you can use. I went ahead and used my Yeti Mountains. My Yeti Mountains are great. I simply went ahead, and you can see I tried it first, just kind of went ahead and put them down how I would want them on the circle on the back. Always use the back to test if you want to see how it might look. And so I put it back there, and I said, yes, that'll be fine. And so then I went ahead and stamped that. And then I went ahead and used the snowflake, since I did use the paper pumpkin, the October, November paper pumpkins, I did decide to use the snowflake from the paper pumpkin, but I could have used the Yeti snowflake because the Yeti has a snowflake as well. Then what I did is I did go ahead and I pulled from the paper pumpkin. I wanted to show a few items from the paper pumpkin, so you know you can use those as well. And it's your birthday, so that was part of the Yeti. And all I did was use my right, and I love using my rights. And I went ahead and just colored this part where it says it's your birthday, because the rest of it says get Yeti to party, and I didn't want that big of a label. So all I did was go ahead and use this and color this and then stamp it right onto there. So that's that section. And that was done. And this is just a small little tag. It's about half an inch wide, and it ends up to be about 2 1/4 long, half an inch wide and 2 1/4 long. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is, so I stamped, as I said, I stamped this onto, this comes from the paper pumpkin. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put my little guy here. Now, this is the guy from the gnomes, right? I wouldn't have to specifically use him if it was a girl or a woman's birthday. I might use a little female gnome right here that I cut out. So you can either cut them out or from the designer paper, which is absolutely great, or you can go ahead and stamp them and die cut them out. As you see here, there are many kinds of little gnomes from that stamp set that are really, really cute. And there's that guy, which is great, and the girl, which is great. So you definitely have those. Also from that set, if I wanted to, I could go ahead and put the moose there instead with some of the birds that are cut out from the paper. I could put a little bird on top of the mountain. I could do something like that. All right, so know that that paper is great. There's a little fox here and a little rabbit there's a smaller deer. I don't know if I still have him around, but there was a smaller deer. Yes, there it is, with a small deer, and you could do something like that. Isn't that cute? All right, so now you can use any parts of that gnome set, whether it be the paper or the paper, or what do I want to say? Paper or the actual die cut and stamp set. Okay, so I'm going to put him about here and then that about there. So that is just going to come right here, like under his hat and under him. It's your birthday. So what I'm going to do is I am going to use dimensionals to get him on. And I'm just going to take a couple of dimensionals. I did color him using our blends, our alcohol blends, which is really fun. I'm going to put him about here. And then I'm going to go ahead and put that then just about there, like that. And so I can glue that down. So I'm going to put that on the other side. Put that on the other side there. I just want to make sure it doesn't go too far beyond that. You can see it, but doesn't go too far beyond. I don't want to see yeah, there it goes. That's it. There's the little tag. And now I can also put glue this down. Since he's popped up, I'm not going to double pop. I am going to go ahead and do that. Put that there. I need a 2 3/4 again by 5 1/2 for the inside of the card. That is going to go right here. It's going to go right here. I can take from that paper pumpkin set, I can go ahead and put a little snowflake there and then do my little writing right there. I have another little snowflake that I'm going to put right here. I could put right here if I want to at the top like that. I could put a bow there if I want. I'm not yet. Yeah, I can put the little, I can go ahead and do that. Put the little snowflake there. I think that will work to hide that hole. It's cute as a tag, but I don't think I really want to see the hole. And there goes your cute happy birthday card. See how cute that is? And I'll glue this down right here. And then we're done. So if you're looking to buy anything, I would definitely, or worried on how to use these things beyond the holidays, please don't be afraid. They'll work. You've got the colors. It's all about the colors and what they did. And definitely they think ahead so that you're not buying things for nothing or just for a quick season and then it's over with. All right, because it's really great if you've got this stuff on hand. Know that you have materials that will go beyond, or if you're tempted but say, well, Christmas is over and I'm not going to buy that, well, there's no reason to do that either, because literally you can use this beyond the holidays. And so there is my little birthday card for my nephew, and that is what I intend to send. All right, well, that's it. I think I've been on long enough. I thank you. Please like, comment, tell me what you think. Tell me what you are going to maybe use with your holiday papers that you bought from Stampin' Up. All right, everybody. I might see you again this week. I'm not sure yet. I haven't decided. I might do another one, but I will definitely tell you if I do. So have a great New Year's if I don't see you, and enjoy this great, great mini catalog into the future. All right. Bye-bye now.